Good morning. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be talking about my next carnivore challenge. I'm trying to do a different challenge each week to help me stick to carnivore and help mix it up. So my next week's challenge is going to be the PSMF challenge. So welcome to my channel. I'm Jessica Wolf. I'm excited for you to be here. I have been keto for 10 years. And as of July 1st, I decided to make the switch to carnivore. In order to help me, I am attempting to do different challenges each week. So welcome. And this last week, I did a 3-day sardine challenge. I ate nothing but sardines for 3 days, cooked them in butter. I have a video explaining that. So if you're interested in what that entails, go ahead and check that out. But my focus for this next week, because now I'm on 7 days now. Today's the 7th. And so I did my sardine challenge the first 3 days. As I'm looking at my notes, one of the things, this has been amazing. I tested this morning, I tested my ketones, and I am still in nutritional ketosis. This has not happened to me. This is not, I'm on day, well, 1 through 3, I was doing the sardine fast. Like normally if I would do a water fast, the next day I would be out of ketosis, or I wasn't even in nutritional ketosis. So I am thrilled that I'm on day 7 and still in nutritional ketosis. This is amazing. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen this next week. And so with it's going to be a carnivore PSMF, protein sparing modified fast, for any of those who don't know what PSMF is. I have attempted this in the past, I think last year for a week or two, and I was having difficulty trying to get my numbers up for my protein. As I'm looking at my numbers for my protein, for that PSMF, I'm going to need to get 129 grams of protein. And I'm like, that's a lot. I know I'm not getting enough protein. There's a lot of people that are not getting enough protein. So if you want to join me, I would love that. If you put a message in the comments that you're trying it as well, I would love that. So out of the next 7 days with the protein sparing modified fast, I am going to choose 3 days where they're also called pure protein days, where I'm going to try this, where I am going to primarily be eating lean meats, poultry, and fish. Now that I found out that I can tolerate sardines, that is going to make it a little bit more easy. In the past, I didn't like to purchase chicken because it always made me hungry, and now I see why, because it doesn't have the fat to hold off my hunger. So I'm already in my mind knowing I'm going to be eating more often. I'm going to be hungry more often. And so I have that set in my mind for those 3 days. I know that's probably going to happen. All right. So throughout this experience, I'm going to be sharing this experience throughout the month. Hold on. I need to let the dog out. As you can probably hear her whining. Just a moment. Okay, she should be happy now. So as I'm going through this challenge, I'm going to be sharing my experiences, how I feel, some of the struggles. Now, since I've been keto, if you've been keto and you've been debating on attempting carnivore, I would say go for it. Try it for a week. See how it feels. Do one of these challenges. I really feel that doing the challenge for the sardine challenge really helped me realize how many more foods I had available to me. So when you think carnivore, a lot of people are like, just meat, that's all you eat. Well, it might feel like that if you're only choosing a few different types of meat, but there's a whole world of meat out there. And I wanted to go back because I jumped ahead. I just noticed the last 2 days, so days 5 and 6, Today's day 7, but it's in the morning. Today's 5 and 6. I realized I have not been needing to use any lip balm. Normally I'm putting that on. I have it in my kitchen cupboard so it's easy access. If I take a drink, usually my lips would get dry, and I haven't had that issue. I've had lots of energy. I've had more energy than I've had in the past. The last 2 days, I've had an overwhelming amount of energy and been able to get my steps in. So I've loved it. And I have no problem sleeping at night. So that's another bonus. More energy throughout the day, not sleeping at night. And I haven't had any sweeteners, because that was one of my other challenges for the month, is to eliminate sweeteners. The only sweetener I was allowing myself to have was the Element electrolyte packets. I'll have a link below for those. I ordered some raw unflavored ones that don't have the stevia. As in the last 2 days, I haven't had any Element packets, and I don't know if that has anything to do with my energy or not. I'm going to try to stay away from them as much as possible. So if you didn't know, throughout this challenge of me going on carnivore, one of the things I've chosen to do is eliminate artificial sweeteners and spices and everything. So I went through all my spices and seasonings and made sure there wasn't any of the 100 plus types of sweeteners in them, and put those in the ones that did, I put them in a bin and took them down in my basement so I don't accidentally grab them and put them in something. So that's another tip I would give you if you're trying to do some type of challenge and you have food around that you want to stay away from. Put it in a storage bin and put it in storage. And then you're not throwing it away, but if it's in a storage bin, it's in storage. If you don't need it for a couple weeks, you might be able to give it away to somebody. And I mean, that would just be a thing to do. Get rid of all the crap. So I'm really excited. As I'm journaling, I'm going through my notes throughout this challenge. So each day I have my notebook and I'm taking notes and keeping track, and I'm going to plan on sharing that with you at least twice a week. I'm trying to figure out how often. I think twice a week would be doable for me. And so each Monday, I usually weigh myself either on Sundays or Mondays. So I'm planning on uploading a video about my progress for the week each Monday. And then midweek, share what I'm doing as I'm going through this challenge. So mark your calendars. Next week is the Carnivore PSMF challenge of the 7 days, choosing 3 days of pure protein, high protein. Again, I have the link down below. If you want to join me and you want to know, like, what should my grams of protein be versus fat, because it is a high protein, low fat. And then the days that you're not doing those pure protein days, you are eating more because you are recovering. So don't get too caught up on, I need to do this 7 days a week. You don't do this any more than 3. That's why I'm doing 3-day challenges each week to help with some variety and making things interesting. All right. And so don't miss out on that. Make sure you comment below if this is something that you're willing to try or wanting to try, and make sure you subscribe and turn on that bell notification so you can be alerted each time I upload a video, and you can hear about my progress, what I've done, what I've noticed. I'm trying to do is mark down and take notes throughout the day as I'm pretty much carrying around my notebook. So I'm going to share with you, and that's why I keep looking down at my notes to see what do I need to make sure I share. So thank you for joining me on this incredible journey, and I will keep you updated. So stay tuned for how the Carnivore PSMF challenge goes for me, and share below if you are planning on joining. Thanks.